Hey y'all, I'm back. It's 4:11 now, same day, Wednesday, 22nd of January 2020. I've been thinking about this thing that happened years ago lately because, well, it involves the guy that my soon-to-be ex-wife is hooking up with, and people from her past. Some of them are dead now, like this Heather chick who used to love to try and stir up shit. Anyway, the story is when she was 15, she hooked up with this guy. He was over 18. He took off, went to another state to his mom's, just abandoned her. 2 years later, she hooks up with me. She's a broken wreck. I take her and fix her, mend her. She becomes what she is now over the years. But back then, she was still a broken wreck, just a kid. And we went to my uncle's house to visit him. This was back before he became such a bug. And we're there visiting. And Heather pulls she brings this dude that my wife's hooking up with now because he came back from out of state. And it caused a big ruckus where, I made my wife cry and everything. It's like almost like it was her fault that Heather did this. And you see Heather's shit caught up with her because she lived a fucked up life of being a dope fiend with fucked up legs and shit because, well, she was evil young and early and she was a tacky and the karma reciprocated on her real quick. It just rolled back and all kinds of bad shit happened to her. So yeah, when she died, it was probably actually a release, Yeah, she fucked her dad over and everything. But anyway, my wife and I were homeless. We were hanging out with my cousin a lot, who was buying a lot of beer and buying us food and would put us up, and supply some places to park a car to sleep and shit like that, because, well, he had friends in new places and stuff. So we were bouncing around like that, my wife and I. I didn't know then the reason why people were helping me, that it wasn't because of love. It was because of, getting hurt behind my back. So yeah, because I used to sleep pretty heavy. I don't now. I sleep like a fucking soldier on alert now, and I survive on soldier rations of sleep, man. I don't sleep more than 4 or 5 hours at a time, which is fucking everything up. I'm not getting undone. But anyway, this caused a thing where we were on the phone railing at each other, and Heather went and got his clique of, biker people and shit, and they all showed up in front of Lisa's dad's house out in Rochester Hills. Now we're down in Warren, down by 9 Mile and Van Dyke, at my granny's house, and everybody decided to get involved in this. They're gonna go out there and kick these motherfuckers' asses. I'm on parole at the time still, living on the street with my wife. You see, who's not my wife yet. And everybody else is like, well, we're going to kick their ass for you, Vinny. You come on with us and watch us do it. So, okay, yeah. So, they put baseball bats and all kinds of gang fighting gear in trunks of the cars and shit. And we're headed out up Van Dyke. And my cousin's girlfriend's ride, that, he got her, had blacked out windows all the way around. They were always getting pulled over for it because the windows were just completely blacked out. You couldn't see out of them. At night it was hard to see through them. I don't know, why she even drove that car, but she drove it. And it was nighttime. We were headed out to, like, DeQuinder and Auburn Road, okay? A few blocks over from that on Gerald Street. So, yeah, we were leaving Dodge and automobile down by 9 Mile Van Dyke to go to Gerald Street out by DeQuinder and Auburn Road. For those of you who do stuff like you Google shit and you look at maps and shit, you can see the pathway. Well, we're going up Van Dyke. And these punks, these rich white devil punks in 2 cars pulled up. We watched them pull up on my cousin's girlfriend's ride. It was a Aspen, but it had a 6-cylinder in it, but it looked like it was a fast car. If it would have had the 318 even in it, it would have been fast. I don't know why he never switched the motor out in it. He invested so much other money into it. But anyway, These cars pull up on either side of my cousin and his girlfriend and my brother and a couple other people in the car with them because, well, I was going to go fuck some motherfuckers up. So you got cars full of people. My wife and I are in the car behind them. These two cars full of white devils pull up, and hanging out of the cars is some white devils with baseball bats, and they just start beating on my cousin's girlfriend's ride, cruising up Van Dyke. I mean, Van Dyke's a 7-lane highway at this point, 7-lane road. 3 lanes going north, left turn lane, and 3 lanes going south. So we were in the middle lane heading north, and they pulled up in the lanes on either side and just started hitting them from either side, man. So my cousin rolls down the window, and they roll down the windows, and they see, oh wow, that car's full of motherfuckers, man. So they go blasting off. One of them's in a Jeep, and one of them's in a red Trans Am or Camaro or some shit, right? So we ensue in chase. We're chasing these motherfucking white devils, right? We're white devils. They're white devils. But they've met their match in us because we don't give a fuck, and we were on our way to a fucking fight anyway, right? It was cartoonish, man. We chased these fuckers down. They went left at Utica Road and ended up on that curve where, they spun around and stopped, and we cornered them and shit. And my cousin and all them guys got out of the car. My little brother was one of them, the one who's drank himself till he's retarded, and he's now over at my grandma's house. But they all just got out and converged on these fuckers, man, with baseball bats and shit, and chasing them back and shit. And it's because they hit my cousin's girlfriend's car, they went nuts beating on their Jeep, man. They fucked that Jeep up. It was a brand new fucking Jeep, and they just put dents all over it. They busted all the windows out of it. Motherfuckers in the other car get the gun, get the gun. And they're like, yeah, get that gun, because we're gonna take it from you and shoot you with it. You better keep it hid. It's like, shit. These motherfuckers, man, were happy to be able to get away. But it's just like, hey, you just never know. You're gonna go fuck with somebody, and they might be the entities you choose might be the entities you shouldn't choose. I still remember this. This happened 30 fucking years ago, man. When I first hooked up with Lisa, and it all started from this guy she's hooked up with now, and Heather, is being such a foul, monstrous instigator, But can you imagine? You're just going to drive up the road in 2 cars. You're going to hang out and blast on somebody's cars with some baseball bats, right? Just for no reason. You don't know these people. You don't know if they got guns. I mean, nowadays it'd be dangerous to do. You might get shot up. Might not just chase you down and beat your shit up and, try to beat you down. Because, well, they were fast little punks, so none of my crew could catch them. They just kept running and, dodging and shit. They had one baseball bat, and all the motherfuckers in my clique had baseball bats and some ghetto bricks and shit and some crowbars. It's like shit. Motherfuckers who, when they get out of the car, they put clothes on so they don't get blisters when they're handling the shit. Oh, man. It's like, I'm standing there on parole. I can't do shit. This is the same cousin, the one who was the car guy, his girlfriend's car got hit, who I took driving around in my granny's car from the fuck this chick. And he didn't warn me it was going to happen, and I'm on parole, so I'm worried about getting busted. And this was before I hooked up with Lisa. So I'm worried about getting busted already. He's in the backseat fucking her. He has me stop because he's done. He gets out. She's still back there with her legs spread. And I'm standing there next to the car. He crawls off in the back seat. I open the door for him and pop the seat forward. He jumps out and looks at me. Your turn, huh? And she was laying in there with her legs still open like she's waiting for me. And it's just like, it's just like I was, man, because I wanted to fuck the chick. She was pretty and shit. She was waiting for me. I wanted to make her come because he didn't make her come. He just had a big dick, and, girls wanted to jump on the big dick. And the guy with the big dick never knows anything else to do, and he can't even wield the dick good. You see, it's always the case. The motherfucker with the big dick don't even know shit to do with it except for how to hurt it and damage it, And it's like, you don't feel good afterwards. You didn't come. It's like, so yeah, I was going to, there's a side of me that wanted to, like, just jump back there and make this bitch come, like, show him, hey, this is what you're supposed to make the bitch sound like when you're fucking her, she can't help it, you can't do it with your dick, do it with your mouth, but the bitch is like, she getting something done, just quiet and shit, like, all you're doing is scratching her belly for her, see, but you know what I said to him instead? I'm on parole, man. You know that. She immediately felt rejected. Closed her legs and pulled her fucking panties up and shit. And I could see it on her face that I made her feel rejected. Just, it happened real quick. It's like, and that's how I am, like, when I'm presented with opportunities for sex unexpectedly. It has always happened where I've always rejected it. You see, as an adult, and I've been presented with this a lot, this take it on the run shit, by a lot of different entities, who were wives of other people. So it's like, I probably wouldn't have did anything anyway, but I don't know. It's the romancing the stone thing. The woman don't tell you, hey man, I want you to fuck me or I want you to do this. No, they say everything else around it. And then you're supposed to, like, romance them to get them to give up the ass. Well, I'm not the one who wants to commit a compound sin of fornication and deception against your significant other. You're the one who wants to do that. So if you want me to do it, you got to cut out all that bullshit, because that just makes me droop, because I'm not going to fucking romance some other dude's hoe, some other dude's woman. I mean, you coming off of me like you want to fuck me and you're his wife, you're a hoe, all right? So, I told my best friend that, coming off of people like hoes and shit, trying to hint at her. It's like, you just tell a motherfucker what you want. His dick might get hard. He might go ahead and just bend you over and service you real quick and give you what you want, even though it goes against his grain. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm not going to pull that shit where I want some other dude's woman, so I'm going to be the aggressor. I'm going to be the one trying to get it. Nah. So that was always the case as well. There was never one of them smart enough to understand that. Okay, well, I did have one. It's like her brother worked at the same factory, and it just threw monkey wrenches in it. And the same cousin that I just got done telling you about these two other stories paid for the gas to go out there for me to go fuck this chick. Slammed his thumb in the door and sat there holding his thumb because he fucked it up real bad, and I was too much of an asshole to just, like, take him to the hospital or just go back home. I let him sit there writhing in pain like that while I fucking took this bitch. We had a car full of people, actually. He had his girlfriend with him. I took this bitch in her car to go fuck her. And then I didn't even touch her. Because, well, there was that thing where she expected me to be the aggressor. Because she was the one who, did all this shit. She was always, saying this shit to me at work, because she was worked there. Oh, you're gonna sleep with me. I'm gonna sleep with you. She actually did come off like that. But then, I don't know, so much shit was in the game time. My cousin's riding in pain with a big old giant throbbing fucking blue thumb. It's like, how the drunk fucker slam his thumb in the door. I don't fucking know. It's like, and I don't know, it didn't feel right. Everything felt fucked up. Her brother saw her and me drive away in her car. He's looking out the door all horrified. Oh, he's gonna go fuck my sister. He was one of them dumb hick motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna kill you if you fuck my sister. Well, somebody's gonna fuck her, bro. She's coming off of me. I'm not the one saying shit to her. I didn't say shit to her except for, hi, how you doing? Like I do to everybody else that works here. And suddenly she's up my ass. So tell her to get back and I won't fuck her. I didn't end up fucking her anyway. So that's the case with my cousin is, you know, he's seen me not fuck a lot of shit that I was presented with. So he's someone who does know that, but he thinks it's just because I'm a fag. And it's not that at all. All right, y'all. Be blessed. We done.